Mi chiamo Melanie, indosso ciò che voglio, dico ciò che voglio. H24 G365. Lo so, notevole. Ma non ho tempo da perdere. J'aime le fromage blanc. Bisogna lavorare duro, giusto? Questo sarà il migliore anno di sempre e niente al mondo potrà fermarmi. Oh sì!
May, la colazione è pronta.
Arrivo!
It's gonna be me.
Hi, Domee. I'm Lindsey. I'm Lucrezia. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Rome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In your opinion, it is necessary to always follow our choices, even if they may hurt our family, as happens to May. Where do you find the courage to do this?
Yeah, it's hard. And where did I find the courage to do that? I think, like, I feel like that's just part of growing up, is kind of accepting that sometimes you're not going to be able to make everybody happy, but being okay with that and not, like punishing yourself for it. And I think that's like a huge lesson that May learns in the movie, that I've learned making this movie too. And I think that's just part of growing up. Yeah.
I mean, and also I think there's real, especially at the age that our protagonist is in, is like there's real strength that comes from your friendships too, or the people you surround yourself with. Find the people that are willing to just support you and give you the confidence to make some of those harder decisions and those mistakes, and forgive you instantly when you make them. So yeah, I think it's hard. I mean, there's no growing without difficulty, frankly.
This movie unites more generations. The boy band generation, the generation that believes in the importance of traditions, and the Tamagotchi generation. This aspect is incredible because reduce the generation gap. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that's so cool that it unites all of these generations, because I think, that was our goal, is in this super specific story about this specific girl in this one time period, that we're able to talk about this very universal theme of the messiness and the hairiness of growing up. And it just kind of makes, me, just as a millennial, kind of sit back and realize, like, all of the issues that I've had growing up, like all of the drama I've had with my mom or my friends, that like everyone goes through with it, like no matter what generation, right?
It's true. And I think that's, we spend a lot of time being like, I don't understand this generation. Like as a parent, I'm like, I don't get this thing that you're going through at all. But I think at the end, yes, those are all very specific moments, but at the core, the stuff that they're going through, that tension and that desire to kind of create a sense of independence while still wanting to stay safe in their parents' kind of cocoon of love, is not that doesn't change from generation to generation. So I love that there's all these really specific things that center it in a 2002 world, but that you're seeing, and again, spoiler, but you do at the end of the movie see that there's a real commonality of how it feels to be 13 years old and feel like you're making mistakes all over the place.
Now, question for you, Lindsey. Billie Eilish is a great artist, and she's revolutionary and has brought her own story of uniqueness to the world of music. How it was work with her?
Oh my gosh. She's amazing, and Phineas is equally amazing and impressive. I mean, the pair of them together. First of all, I kept pointing to them and looking at my kids and being like, "Why can't you guys look how close they are? See how much they love each other as brother and sister." But I think that was what was drawn us to her initially, was that she spoke to they speak to a generation. They have an ability through their songwriting and just through their personas to really tap into a truth of how hard it is to grow up and have these emotions. And so we were thinking about who was going to write songs for this for this boy band, that was the fundamental thing, because when you're 13, the songs you love are the ones you feel like speak to you. Like you feel like, oh my gosh, this person is speaking directly for me. And I think that was what we kind of tapped into with them and said, look, yes, we're going to ask you to write for boy bands, but you clearly know how to speak to this generation in a way that they feel it. And so they were able to kind of combine both of those things for us in this film.
Domee and Lindsey, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Non capisci il rischio che corri? Finirai nel frullatore insieme al panda!
Non ci posso Sono sempre stata la dolce e impeccabile Mei Mei. Forse non mi dispiace la nuova me.
Mammona!
Ferma!
It's gonna be me.